Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for April 21st through the 27th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cancer. Oh, the overall energy for the reading, the 10 of Cups. Now that's an energy of happiness, and it's one that's being shared with other energies, so I hope you align with that. But we shall see when we come back to it. In the recent past, the Queen of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Wands. That's looking like a very difficult conversation or something like that, where it seems to be coming from the right place. It seems to be very caring, very nurturing, but nonetheless very difficult. Okay. In the current situation, the 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the Ace of Wands. You're just not agreeing with someone here. And it's not even, oh, we just don't see eye to eye. It's quite the passionate type of not seeing eye to eye. So it could be quite conflicting, quite argumentative. Okay. I see you working on something, and then I see this little bit of chaos. Okay. In the immediate future, the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, the Hermit. You seem to be taking charge on something. You seem to be making something happen. And you seem to be coming from the place of, because I'm the only one that can do this, you know, change things up here for the better for myself. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But you feel very empowered at this moment in time to do whatever it is you're doing here. Okay, let's clarify. Let's do the 10 of Cups. For the 10 of Cups, you get the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. This definitely is being shared with others. This energy of love, happiness. But you're kind of giving me a sense of... doesn't sound necessarily right, but it may be. Learning how to do that. Learning how to give in the right way, in the right places. Type of an energy. Okay, could be though. All right, let's do the Queen of Pentacles in the recent past, the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords. Man, that was quite the situation you were dealing with back there. Very hard, very heavy energies there. But I see you kind of keeping it together, keeping yourself composed, and just, again, still wanting the best for the situation, regardless of how not so great it looked, you know? Okay. 10 of Wands. Oh. What the hell happened there? The Empress, the Tower, the 5 of Pentacles. Very damaging tornado type of an energy. Boy, I don't know what the hell happened. It might have come with an ending of a situation too. Not in the greatest way. Again, not in the most friendly way, I would say. Quite nasty energies back there. But I still see you composed. And I don't know how you do it, because that's a lot. You know, to still kind of remain, hey, you know, I still care for whoever this is. Like, okay, kudos to you. That's great that you can keep yourself in that state through, because again, I'm seeing the energies and I'm like, whoa. What just happened? For the 8 of Wands, you get the 3 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, the Emperor. But I feel like you got through to whoever this is eventually. it could have been that the whole situation, the whole mess that I'm seeing there was brought upon this connection from the outside, and then there you are on the inside, you and whoever this is, and trying to, you know, hold the house together and all of that. Because I'm seeing quite the receptive energy on the other side as well. Now, when? During the situation? After? To me, it kind of feels like after things settled, the dust settled there, that, okay, here they come, kind of working with you there. In a different way than before, but still. Or was it one of those situations in which, you know, the more you try to work on something together, the more of a disaster it became, and then distancing yourselves from one another may have worked out for the best. For, I don't know. I just see a little bit of a shit show to begin with, and then I see you kind of holding your energy pretty constant and pretty steady and stable and grounded there, and very nurturing, very caring for the situation. And then I see this other energy responding from a place of kind of the same level. But again, the timing of it, I can't tell exactly. Was it during the shit show? After? To me, it feels like after, but maybe it was during too. But if it was during, it wouldn't have been, you know, that shit show, unless it came from the outside of this. For the 7 of Pentacles, in the current situation, you get the 10 of Cups, the King of Wands, the 3 of Swords. You're very loving in your approach. You're annoyingly loving in your approach here. Even in the past there, I'm like, there's a shit show going on, and you're like, la-di-da. Yeah, but it's about love at the end of the day. And I agree with you 100%, but it's like, how do you do this? Yeah, you're working on something here. There seems to be happiness. There seems to be passion. There seems to be, you know, all the good things in the right place. Now, I also see a pretty big amount of pain in there. So I'm like, I don't know what that's about. I don't know where that came from. I'm assuming New York. I don't want to talk to you. I'm assuming, it's, well, I don't think it's from this conflict, but I think this conflict contributes to it. Now let's see the conflict. Let's do the 5 of Wands. In the current situation, the Queen of Cups, the Judgment card, the Strength card. Again, that annoying, but I love you type of an energy. I'm like, okay. You make it look so easy too, and I see how difficult it is because I'm seeing the energies. There's definitely conflict though. There's definitely not that great of energies. It's not the same like the shit show in the past. It seemed to have diminished, in the sense that yes, it could still be a shit show, but at least it's more settled. At least you know where to grab it from. Over there, it was like all happening at once, and it was like all over the place. Over here, it's like, okay, so there's pain here, there's conflict there, there's stuff going on. For the Ace of Wands, in the current situation, you get the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, the Knight of Wands. You could be dealing with a little bit of, I'm not going to call it immature because it doesn't feel like it's immature, but it definitely feels like it's an impulsive type of an energy. You know, just rushing into things and jumping into things, into conclusions and all of that. And that would definitely contribute and probably create this conflict that I'm seeing here. You keep yourself balanced all the way through, caring, but you're not dealing with the easiest energy opposite of you there. Again, quite challenging, quite impulsive potentially, maybe even instigative at times, a little fired up in there, you know, not from the best place possible. And I don't understand why, but I don't think that's your energy. So for the Emperor in the immediate future, you get the 4 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles. Ooh, you're really kind of seriously thinking about what to do about the situation, because I feel like at some point, no matter how caring you are and no matter how open you are, if this goes on like this over and over again, you know, shit show after shit show after shit show, it's gonna affect you to the point of taking away from you a lot. And you get to this point of a little lost, and then you're like, okay, I gotta take charge. Now is the time that I gotta take charge. Because, you know, it's starting to affect me in not the greatest way. Okay. Let's do the Knight of Wands in the immediate future. The Lovers, the Four of Wands, the Temperance card. Ooh, somebody's going for something here. Somebody's shooting for commitment. They're like, no, we're gonna make this happen. And I feel like it's the same energy that I'm seeing here. The fiery one. In this one, they seem to be coming from a good place, from a very determined type of an energy, from hey, this is what I want. It's still a little bit pushy, a little bit aggressive, a little bit of, let's make this happen. While you're like, okay, let me collect myself, because I just kind of lost myself here, you know. Whereas up until this point, I see you quite collected and quite put together. Now, you're starting to suffer the consequences of whatever piled up crap this is, because I don't know what it is. But this energy is like, cheerio, no, we're gonna have this happen. You know, we're gonna hang on to it, we're gonna make it happen, we're gonna do this and that and da-da-da-da. Hold on. Hold your horses. Okay. Let me do the Hermit. The Hierophant, the Magician, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so at the core of all of this, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of desire for things to work out according to that love that I see here. There's quite a deep connection. I feel like you're almost at different stages all the time. Like you don't meet halfway there at the same, you know, one time you got it together, they're showing up a little bit chaotic, then you're kind of like lost a little bit. They're like, no, we're going to do this, you know, with that determination at least. So it's like, it's almost like you keep on missing one another. It could be one of those situations in which whatever this is usually kind of works out, but like with a slight difference in, well, big difference in how you present yourself, how they present themselves, and it's in your energies, you know, and that in itself is going to create conflict unless there's that awareness of, hey, they're just, you know, they're just going to be different than me, and that's fine. And I feel like this kind of works from that angle of, okay, we're different and we're both accepting that, but at times it gets to you and at times it gets to them and you bump heads, and you keep on like missing each other, and when you're consistent and then when they're consistent, it's right there, and then you pass each other really fast, and then they become inconsistent and you're staying consistent, and so on and so forth. You know, you keep on switching here. I feel like it's one of those. So it could be a challenging type of a situation. According to the supportive or the overall energy here, it looks like you're trying to make it work, you know. Sometimes things are going to present themselves in this way. I'm not seeing necessarily the big issues of, oh, this is a very unhealthy energy to me, or me to them, or both to each other. You know, I'm not necessarily seeing that. It could be, but I also have the sense that there's a lot of awareness on both sides as to what's going on here. And if that's the case, then it might make the situation somehow work out. At least sometimes, you know. I don't think this is a constant shit show, just like your energies are not showing up constant. For the universe for you as a final advice, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're very determined to hang on to this, you know. I get the sense that you're in that place of recognizing that if this is damaging to you, or if this is becoming damaging to you, you'll be able to recognize that and potentially at least take a few steps away from it. I don't think you're in that place. I don't think it's that type of an energy of you need to be in that place. To me, it's not SOS type of it's okay, there's a little bit of friction in the energies, and there's a little bit of difference there in how one is versus the other one, and then they keep on kind of missing each other, and that's when they could potentially bump heads. But the intention, from what I'm seeing overall, is that for things to work out. So I'm not gonna tell you, hey, this is a shit show, leave it, because I usually don't say that anyway. I'm just reflecting what I'm seeing, not what you should do. That's gonna be up to you. I'm done. I said the universe. I was like, okay, I'm kind of, because it is kind of that type of an energy of engaging. So I'm like, I want to keep on doing this, but no, that's it. That's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.